Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Sheff United Way YouTube channel. Today, we are going to be talking about Sheffield United versus Cardiff City, 3 p.m. at Bramall Lane on Saturday. If you live in the UK, I am sorry, but you can't watch this match unless you're going to the game. But on a total separate topic, you can sign up to NordVPN and watch TV shows, films, sports in other regions, not to mention internet security. We all like internet security. So all you got to do is visit nordvpn.com/TSUW for a chunky discount. Now, members, as I always talk about, thank you very much for being members. There you are, all at the bottom of the screen. I'm not going to go through them all, but you are there. We love you all. It's £4.99 a month. All you need to do is click the link in the description or go to the join page, which is right next to the subscribe button. So that's all you need to do there. And if you do that, do you know what you'll get? You will get access to podcasts before anybody else. And Mitch Ward was out for 1 week before we released him on Wednesday or Thursday. I'm now struggling to remember. But yeah, you get all those things for $4.99 a month. It's absolutely fantastic. And we are also bringing out Fans React for members first as well too. So also we've got Sheffield United Way clips, which is fantastic. Go there, subscribe as always. And I'm going to bring in Mr. Hal Stewart. I'm going to sing again because I know you love it.
Yeah, a bit odd. I've had a haircut.
Oh, God, you and your hair.
Well, I want to get in there before all the comments because it's always something to do with my hair. And to be honest, this is based on what you said to me at the Reading game. I went and got it done.
I like it.
Thanks. Very kind.
I like it.
That's, of course, the big news. That's what people want to talk about.
Yeah, and actually, I think that's the second biggest news after the fact for the second week in a row, we are both wearing the same shirt.
You're right. And we've got to talk about takeover. I am going to take over several sandwiches to the game tomorrow in the car with me. Wah, wah, wah.
Go on, then. Talk about the elephant in the room.
All right. Well, American businessman Henry Morris. I hope that's how you say his name. I've not actually heard it said out loud the same way twice, no matter how many radio programs I've listened to, all been on about this. I seem to have found myself as the Sheffield United takeover expert. I've been on Heart, Capital, BBC Radio Sheffield. They've all rang me and said, can you talk about this subject? I don't know why I'm the expert. I hadn't heard of this man 24 hours ago, but he has apparently had a bid of £115 million accepted by Sheffield United. And he has previously had a bid put in for Newcastle United. That was back in the summer of 2020. We know that a Saudi Arabian back takeover was the one that eventually went through and bought Newcastle from Mike Ashley. So Prince Abdullah, who has been on this channel, has apparently accepted this offer from Henry Maurice. I'm not sure which we'll go with there, but
you should say Henry there. Never mind Morris.
Thanks for picking that up. He has been a CEO of Clear TV. He's a Californian, and the things I've been able to find out about him is he likes Major League Baseball. That's good. Oh. And he apparently supports Tottenham Hotspur. But we will see if any of that actually matters or comes to fruition, because this hasn't been ratified yet by the EFL. And there are many suggestions, if you go on certain Sheffield United forums, as to why. We're not going to touch any of that. All we'll say is, if it does get ratified, then this will go through. This is legit. This is not just paper talk. This is a real offer. It has been accepted. I think we can probably guess that this probably wasn't meant to come out now. This was possibly something that was not ideal for this timing to derail Sheffield United's promotion charge, and far more likely that if this has been going on as long as, certainly some have speculated, several months, then this is probably going to be the sort of thing you'd expect it to be announced at the end of the season.
There we go. Now, I did write on my script for Hal to talk about that for 20 to 30 seconds.
Sorry.
And you spoke about it for an age. Anyway, doesn't matter. We're talking about Bristol City now, Hal. Let's forget about all this takeover nonsense. It's not nonsense, but we need to go and get into those playoffs. It looks like sixth place is the only thing that is up for grabs now. And I'm going to talk about The last game, the Bristol City game, we drew 1-1 away at Ashton Gate. It was much better. That's the first thing that I'll say, because me and Hal both went to the Reading game. We sat bang next to each other. We did not enjoy anything other than Ndiaye scoring. And then within about 30 seconds, the smile was wiped right off our faces. But yeah, we played certainly better than the Reading game. We controlled the play against Bristol City. They were trying to catch us on the break a lot, and we were susceptible to being caught on the break. But that's what happens when you play this sort of expansive football and try and go for the jugular. You end up conceding goals. But yeah, it happened a lot with Wilder. We went gung-ho a lot, but we didn't concede too many goals, and we scored a lot of goals. So I'd rather see that than us sit back and not really attempt to score any goals. But yeah, we created a lot of chances. Unfortunately, we only took one, and if we'd have taken one of those amazing chances that we created, we would have won that game. But it wasn't to be. It sets us up perfectly. Well, it sets us up perfectly, Hal, for everybody else, but not for us, because we are going to live a lot shorter lives with this going on right now.
Just admiring my hair again. Why not? It's a magnificent thing. Tomorrow, of course, we're playing Cardiff City.
You are hard work sometimes.
Today.
The people don't see it. The people don't see it.
The forecast is not too great, and I want to take you back to when it was far, far better. The last time we played Cardiff City at beautiful downtown Bramall Lane, the 2nd of August 2018, a stoppage time Anthony Pilkington volley salvaged a point for Neil Warnock's Cardiff City. Leon Clark's deflected effort gave United the lead before Pilkington struck a minute into injury time. This one really, really annoyed me. I'm still feeling irked about it all these years later. 5 players started that match for Sheffield United that are still at the club. I always give you, Nick, the opportunity to try and guess the 5 if you would like to have a go.
Today's not the day, mate. As I told you earlier on, I'm not feeling the best, so my brain is not going to be working too fast.
Is this not cheering you up?
Definitely not. It's making me feel worse, if anything.
Thanks a lot. Basham, O'Connell, Baldock, Fleck, Stevens, and I've already mentioned there that man Leon Clark was involved, but he of course no longer with the club, but he scored in this game. Billy Sharp was actually the man who was on the bench, if you were trying to guess the final player. Yeah,
I thought Billy Sharp has to be there. He's always there, and he will be there, and that takes us perfectly into team news, doesn't it, Hal?
Yeah, I'm not happy with that comment though.
What? All right, okay. Fair enough. Anyway, let's move on and let's talk about what I'm talking about, which is team news and predicted lineup. So, as we all know, Ollie McBurney is out for the season with ligament damage and something else to do with his foot. I'm not too technical when it comes to that, even though I did do sports science at college. And it's looking like he needs an operation. They weren't 100% sure the other day, but yeah, it's looking like he is now. So he'll be taking a seat next to Didsey, Rian and Jaden, etc. But we do have Billy Sharp back in this game. So that's very exciting. It means that we don't have to rely on 0 strikers or 2 18-year-olds. Saying that, I really, really do think that 𝐍𝐸𝐵𝐿𝐸 came off the bench and did pretty well. I'm liking the look of 𝐍𝐸𝐸𝐸 and the fact that he's jumped over Jebbo, it seems. Just shows that he's done very, very well in training and when he's come on in these games. But Billy's overcome his injuries and he is possibly starting in this game. Who knows? Hecky did say he didn't want to see him play the full 90, but you know what Billy Sharp's like. Billy Sharp will want to play 90 minutes. He'll want to play more than 90 minutes if possible. But yeah, it's not just Billy Sharp. Bash was back in the last game, played a full 90 minutes. He was saying in his press conference that he felt like the Tin Man after that game. It wasn't his best game ever played, but he held his hands up, and we'd rather see Bash on the field than not on the field. So that's pretty much it for team news, which is great. Not a lot more problems. So first up, Wes, I'm going to go for in goal, obviously. Then I've gone for left wing back in Stevens. And then George Baldock, right wing back. It's looking very familiar right now. We've got John Egan at centre back, obviously. Then we've got Robinson at left centre back, which he played in the last game, so I'm expecting him to to start there again over Davis. Then we've got Bash. The thing is with this one, I would like to go Norwood, Fleck, and then 2 attacking midfielders and Billy Sharp. But I think that Hecky will go Norwood, Fleck, Berger at right centre mid. I think Hecky likes to play a more defensive sort of football rather than having 2 attacking kind of I don't know, really expansive, creative players. So I think he likes to have Sander Berger in there for a bit of muscle, if you like. Not sure if it's too much muscle. But then we've got Morgan Gibbs White, and do you know what? I am going to go for it. I'm going to go Billy Sharp up front. I feel like if anyone's going to play in this game up front, it's going to be Billy Sharp. I can't see us starting with a youngster up top. It's either going to be Billy Sharp or it's going to be the same as it was against Bristol City, and we're going to play 2 attacking midfielders.
It'll certainly be interesting to see, and that's one of the things that you love. This is the biggest game of the season. There's no question. We absolutely have to win this game. I think it'll be a very different turnout at QPR on Friday from Blades fans if we lose this game. Got my ticket today. So looking forward to that one. No matter what, I'll be going, but I can imagine not everyone would if we lose this one. Let's look at Cardiff's side. They've got injury issues. Number 1 keeper Alex Smithies hurt his leg. Isaac Vassell hurt his knee. Max Waters hurt his ankle. And Sean Morrison, ACL. Ooh, all ruled out. Nasty. Manager Steve Morrison may revert to a 3-4-3 or a 3-5-2 formation. He did play a 4-2-3-1 system against Luton Town. Jordan Hugel, I think he will lead the line again, while Manchester City low knee. Sorry?
Hugel,
yes. Jordan Hugel. Yeah.
That's what it feels like when you interrupt me with your hair nonsense.
Fair play. Now, you might remember this guy, Nick, because you and I talked about him in the off-season. A Manchester City low knee, a former Blades transfer target, Tommy Doyle. And he could be, I think you made a graphic for him. He could be handed another start in central midfield. So wait and see. That could definitely be one to keep an eye on, because I think he's very highly rated at that City youth setup, and they don't produce too many bad players. Cardiff are decent defensively. They have height in the box, good set-piece side, as we saw in the away game, which United won. They are currently 4th for set-piece XG. They don't score as many as they create, though. And they're not a pressing team, but then neither were Reading, and look what happened there. So I'm going to go with a possible starting lineup of Dylan Phillips in goal. They have had problems with consistent keepers. 3 defenders, and G, Flint, Nelson. Flint always one that worries me. Feel like he's got a bit of the Jake Cooper about him. 4 across the middle, Drama, Doyle, Wintle and Baggin. 2 supporting attacking midfielders. I think they'll go with Colwill and Harris, and 1 up top, Jordan Hugel. So that is your Cardiff likely lineup. The referee for this game is Oliver Langford from the West Midlands. I know, right? You actually are quite right, because I will tell you one game he was involved with in a moment, and you might remember we were both at this game. Didn't have a great time, but he's been the man in the middle 34 times in all competitions, issuing 139 yellows, 2 reds and 4 penalties this season. He took charge of our 3-1 away defeat at Blackburn Rovers. A horrible away day. Absolutely
let's
awful.
not talk about that.
Definitely not. And the other one, the one I'm actually thinking of that we went to, and wonderful to see Statsman Adam at this game as well, was the 0-0 draw at home against Hull City. And I don't know why, but I remember not being too impressed. I thought it was quite officious, and maybe picked up quite a few stoppages and didn't let the game flow for niggly fouls.
When it comes to kind of averages, 2 red cards and 100 and 200 and 300 yellows, whatever you said, is that an average? Good or bad?
That it's on again on that slight. It's not terrible. It's slightly on the high side in terms of yellows. Only comparing this with the previous ones that I've mentioned. 2 reds is pretty low, and to be fair, that's 1 double yellow and 1 red. So he's not one that likes to get the reds out. Very low in that respect. And 4 penalties is genuinely bang on average.
Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. So score prediction. I'm going to let you go first, and you're definitely going to say 1-0 or 2-1.
What's the point? No one cares about my prediction. Pop your predictions in the comments. I'll just go with what Adam said. 1-0 Blades.
Oh, 90 plus. Do you know what? No, that's not what I want to see. I want to see us go out there and win 3-0. I really do. So I'm just going to say 3-0. Stuff it.
You know what? We're playing Cardiff, and last time we played a Welsh side, we put 4 goals past them. So your prediction is one I love and could definitely happen. I really hope that is the case. Nick, I'm just going to, before we get to player connections, just want to mention something. I want to mention it now because there won't be time for people to kind of plan this for the Fulham game, but there's a flag day planned for Blades fans against Fulham. It's a planned flag day for that last game of the season to be held in the grounds of the Sheff House pub on Bramall Lane from 9:30 in the morning, because of course that is a 12:15, I think it is, kickoff. So any Blades with flags, bring them, make it an occasion to show the club and others the great loyal support that Sheffield United have.
Yeah, hopefully Sheldon Cooper will be there as well.
Hopefully.
I know you're not going to get that.
Is that a Big Bang Theory joke?
Yes, it does. Fun with flags on Big Bang Theory.
Right, I've not seen it.
There we go. I know, yeah, that's why I said it, because I wanted to see your face. I wanted to see if you're going to go with it or you're going to say, I ain't got a clue.
I ain't got a clue.
I got a clue, mate. Right, let's go for play connections. I'll let you go first because you're the only one with a play connection.
Greg Halford.
Oh, is that why you did it?
There is a reason I've chosen him. Can you say it?
No.
Okay.
Neither can you. No, let's do it. Let's do it.
I think it's the time. Go on.
Greg Halford will be our next player podcast. We've already recorded it. I have finished editing it today, and it's a really, really good one. He's an absolute top lad. And he slags people off, which is great.
Big time. He doesn't hold back.
No, he doesn't slag any Sheffield United players or managers or fans. It's other people. So it's good. It's good content.
Oh, it's really good. Yeah, he played for the Blades between 2008 and 2009. He was only ever on loan, never a permanent signing for United. And when you consider he was only ever on loan, 41 league appearances and 4 goals. Not bad going at all. He would play for Cardiff between 2017 and 2018. A permanent signing there, but only 28 league appearances and no goals. He is still playing professional football with Billericay Town, and I will always remember him fondly for that playoff second leg against Preston North End.
What a header. And we said on that podcast that it's probably the best header that we've seen at Bramall Lane.
Yeah, it's big words, those. Big words.
Pinged into the top corner. What other header can you beat that? Pinging in the top corner. And it was a Kyle Walker cross as well. A fantastic Kyle Walker cross.
But do you know what I always think about when I think about that game?
Go on.
Paddy Kenny.
Yes. I know, because I've edited it today. You've spoken about it.
Yeah, you already know.
we have spoken about that game for like kind of 5 minutes on the podcast, and then we're talking about it again. How weird.
It's a good one.
It is a really good one. Now, Hal, I'm going to talk about a manager connection. Can people get it in the comments? Pop it in the comments right now. It is Mr. Neil Warnock.
Mr. Neil Sheffield Warnock.
Yes, he's got absolutely no middle name. I wanted to pretend like I was going to say middle name, and I wasn't. Neil Warnock.
By the way, that picture in the Cardiff shirt is absolutely brilliant. Well found, sir.
I know, it's great, isn't it? It's really, really good. I wish I could have used the Sheffield United one where he was holding that rubbish shield that we had when we got promoted. It was just, it was a great day out when we got promoted, but that rubbish shield was pretty damn rubbish. But yeah, as I've just said, and what I didn't know, Neil Warnock was a winger when he played football. First of all, I couldn't tell you one team that he played for. I've got it in front of me right now. Oh, yeah, of course you know York. That's the team that he's played for the least as well, 4 games. But yeah, I never knew that Neil Warnock was a winger, but he's not the tallest of blokes, so maybe that's why they stuck him out on the wing. I can't imagine him being a fast player either, but yeah, he is 73 years young right now, so that's probably the reason why I'm thinking that. However, he's mostly remembered for being a manager. He's just retired. He's got the record for the most league games managed I believe in the English league. What an absolute legend he has been to the sport of football, especially in this country. We've had his ups and downs with Neil Warnock. We loved him, then we hated him, then we carried on hating him, and then we don't mind him as much these days because he's not a manager and he's not coming to Bramall Lane and running on the pitch celebrating when they've scored a last-minute winner. And I believe that was Cardiff. It might have been a last-minute draw that he did at Bramall Lane, but let's forget all about that now. He managed the Blades. He got us promoted to the Premier League. He got Cardiff promoted to the Premier League. He got QPR promoted to the Premier League. He's done it loads of times. And a very, very good manager indeed, Hal.
Can't dispute any of that.
Wait. And there we go. Finally, my mouse had just died and I couldn't take that graphic off screen.
You know, you could always utilize me as your backup mouse.
Yes, that's true.
What I will say to all of you is, please, as you're watching this, even if it's later, pop in your played for boths in the comments. Let us know your score predictions. Like and subscribe. Tell your friends. It all helps with the algorithm.
Exactly that. And Hal, I'm going to have to ask you a favor. Will you end the stream?
Yes.
Because this is dying. This is dying. He's dying really quickly. So get rid of the stream. Thanks for watching, everyone. And we will see you for the match reaction after this game. I'm going to be here. I'm going to be less drunk than last time. And hopefully I speak more truths.
Brilliant. Looking forward to that. Cheers.